Hello and good evening. I'm Steve Eager. Detectives say a woman was found murdered in a Colleyville home, and now the Texas Rangers are helping with that city's first murder investigation in 20 years. Richard Ray's first on Fox 4 News tonight at 10 from Colleyville. Rich.
Good evening, Steve. You know, this is the Colleyville Police Department's working arrangement. They don't have a homicide detective. They don't have a crime scene investigator. What they do rely on is a working arrangement with the FBI and the Texas Rangers for those rare occasions when they need that kind of help. Tonight is one of those rare occasions. The Tarrant County Medical Examiner removed the body from the home on Frontier Court in Colleyville shortly before dusk. Minutes later, police had a tow truck take a red 2012 Dodge Avenger to a lab to be processed for evidence, capping nearly 8 hours of crime scene investigation in a murder case that initially, at least, had yielded few answers.
We just don't have any leads to go on at this point.
Information from police is very limited. A call came in just before noon. One employee of the household found another possibly bludgeoned to death.
There were signs of obvious trauma, but at this time we do not know the cause of death.
Police say the family was not at home at the time.
I'm completely shocked.
Neighbors say crime is almost non-existent here and strangers rare.
People don't even know this neighborhood exists. When you see a strange vehicle, you kind of are taken aback. You really don't recognize it. It's very unusual to see a car that you don't recognize.
Frank Allen says even the help hired by residents along Frontier Court tends to be regulars.
Most of the people in the area do. They have pretty big yards and pools and that kind of thing, so there's lots of activity around the neighborhood. But again, we pretty much know everybody.
Police Chief Holder is telling neighbors they should not be concerned about a continuing threat, and those we talk to are not.
We have a pretty close-knit community right here, so I'm not reevaluating that at this moment in time, no. So we love where we live.
There's one lone police car here left at the scene. Most of the investigators left about 40 minutes ago, or actually about an hour and 10 minutes ago. At last report, at least, Steve, and we talked about this earlier, the police chief told us they do not have a positive ID on the victim.
All right, and we had a viewer, I don't know if you were listening, Richard, the viewer's voice who lives right near, right where you're standing, and said that is in fact one of the workers at the home found the other worker, as you've kind of led us to believe there, and that other worker may also have found somebody or saw somebody leaving the home. Police are not commenting on any of that. First murder investigation in 20 years, playing it pretty close, understandable. But I'm curious about this statement that police are saying nobody should worry. Do they think they know where the suspect is, or they've got a lead on this suspect, or where's that coming from, do you know?
It's always dangerous to speculate, but I only suspect that they know a lot more than they've told us. The police chief had a news conference at 3 o'clock this afternoon, made it clear they're not going to have anything more to say tonight. I suspect they know more than they're saying, but all they're saying is that it was a household employee, a contract worker, that there were two inside, that one found the other, that the family wasn't there, and they're just not giving any other detail about this case.
Okay, Rich, we'll keep covering it. Thank you very much.